Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I made a video just last night about how to draw this, and I started thinking there's another way, possibly even a little quicker. If you will go to your polygon tool, go down to your common shapes, in your version it might say basic shape, and grab this shape right here that is like a magnet looking thing, and hold down the control button and make a perfect one. Now what we need to do before we do anything else is go up to Object and convert it to a curve. Take the Shape tool, grab those four nodes, right-click, break them apart. Easiest thing to do is just take the virtual segment delete key and delete it. Now we need to make this something easily done by math. So we're going to make it 4 inches with the ratio locked. And if we take, I'm almost sure it is, but if we take the parallel dimension tool and move from that node to that node, we get 3 inches. So we need to nudge things 3 inches. So we're going to get the plus key on the keyboard and nudge it over 3 inches and mirror it. Now I'm going to put that one down, and then I'm going to control D and move them over twice. Control D, Control D. Now we need, on yesterday's video, we had the line going down, so we're going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, just move it over there. And because we've already broken up the lines, we won't have to break them again. Then take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node. I didn't do a very good job. From that node to that node, and then from this node to this node. And since they're all spaced out apart, we need those two lines. I'm going to hold down the Alt key to grab both those lines. Control D on the keyboard and move it over. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. Now I'm going to actually hit the plus key and move one back for this side. Now all we have to do is close up the gap. And all you have to do that is take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node, and that node to that node. And even though they're broken up parts, they should fill. So I'm going to just take the Smart Fill tool, and fill that in. Oh, I set this last night for another video. I'm going to change it back to specify black, no outline. Voila. You have that exact same thing. You can still make it any shape you want. I would right-click no outline, and then you just have a fill. But you could do, there's several things you can do with this. You could make it go further. If we left-click, right-click, we haven't changed the size, so Control D, and you could just keep going with it. Now there's a couple of lines you'd have to break up, right there, Control D. So you could do it the first way without the lines and do these, or, before you put any lines, you could do that. So in that short a time, we made something that long. And always using the Smart Fill tool will seal your gaps. So like if you'll see, these are different parts. This is all one part because I Smart Filled it. Pretty cool. And you can make it longer, like we said, if you needed to, but it stretches out your curves. Anyway, I hope that made a little bit of sense. Thank you for